In a major development, the Chinese researchers have found a new bat coronavirus, HKU5-CoV2, which has the potential to infect humans as it uses the same cell surface protein to infiltrate cells as the SARS-CoV-2 virus that caused COVID-19. The study on the new virus published in the Cell Scientific Journal was carried out by leading Chinese virologist Shi Zhengli, who is also known as the Batwoman, as a result of her extensive research on bat coronavirus at the Guangzhou laboratory. What is HKU5-CoV2? The new virus called HKU5-CoV2 has been discovered in bats in China. Despite the potential risk of infecting humans, the researchers said more details on animal to human transmission are yet to be investigated. While there are hundreds of coronaviruses in the wild, only a few can infect humans. HKU5-CoV2, that traces its lineage from the HKU5 coronavirus, first identified in the Japanese pipistrelle bat in Hong Kong, comes from Marburg-virus subgenus, which also includes the virus that causes Middle East respiratory syndrome. The scientists said that, like SARS-CoV-2, the bat virus HKU5-CoV2 contains a feature known as the furin cleavage site that helps it to enter cells via the ACE2 receptor protein on cell surfaces. In lab experiments, HKU5-CoV2 infected human cells with high ACE2 level in test tubes and in models of human intestines and airways. The researchers also identified monoclonal antibodies and antiviral drugs that target the bat virus. The research on the new coronavirus was led by Chinese leading virologist Shi Zhengli, along with a team of scientists from the Guangzhou Academy of Sciences, Wuhan University, and the Wuhan Institute of Virology. She is popularly known as the Batwoman due to her extensive knowledge and research into bat coronaviruses. She is also known for her work at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, which is commonly suspected to be the epicenter of the 2020 coronavirus pandemic. There have been claims that the virus leaked from a lab at the Wuhan Institute. She has, however, rejected the claim and denied that the pandemic originated from the institute. Is HKU5-CoV2 dangerous? According to the Chinese researchers, HKU5-CoV2 does not enter human cells as readily as the SARS-CoV-2 virus that causes COVID-19. The study also noted that the virus has significantly less binding affinity to human ACE2 than SARS-CoV-2, and other suboptimal factors for human adaptation suggest the risk of emergency in human populations should not be exaggerated. Meanwhile, Michael Osterholm, an infectious disease expert at the University of Minnesota, has called the reaction to the study overblown. He said there is a lot of immunity in the population to similar SARS virus compared with 2019, which may reduce the pandemic risk. Earlier this month, another study conducted by researchers from the University of Washington in Seattle and Wuhan University said that although the HKU5 strain could bend to bat and other mammalian ACE2 receptors, they did not detect efficient human binding. Earlier, the case of novel coronavirus were first detected in China in December 2019, with the virus spreading rapidly to the other countries across the world. This prompted the World Health Organization to declare a public health emergency of international concern in January 2020 and to characterize the outbreak as a pandemic 2 months later. As of February 2025, the global pandemic has caused 70,87,718 confirmed deaths, making it the fifth deadliest pandemic or epidemic in the history.